Hare Krishna. Welcome back to our channel, ISKCON Blantyre. We are currently discussing the pastimes of Lord Narasimhadeva, appearance, killing of Hiranyakashipu, and the prayers of the demigods and Prahlada Maharaj. So, till yesterday, we read how Prahlada Maharaj is expressing his humility in the way that he's saying that I am born in the family of Asuras, and how can I, you know, offer prayers to you, speaking to the Lord. And then, he continues to offer prayers. So far, we have seen till text 12. Let's start reading text 13 onwards. Text 13. O my Lord, all the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma, are sincere servants of your lordship, who are situated in transcendental position. Therefore, they are not like us, Prahlad and his father, the demon Hiranyakashipu. Your appearance in this fearsome form is your pastime, for your own pleasure. Such an incarnation is always meant for protection and improvement of the universe. Purport Commentary by Srila Prabhupada, founder Acharya of ISKCON. Prahlad Maharaj wanted to assert that his father and other members of his family were all unfortunate because they were demoniac. Whereas the devotees of the Lord are always fortunate because they are always ready to follow the orders of the Lord. When the Supreme Lord appears in this material world, in his various incarnations, he performs two functions, saving the devotees and vanquishing the demons. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam. Lord Narasimhadev, for example, appeared for the protection of his devotee. Such pastimes as those of Narasimhadev are certainly not meant to create a fearful situation for the devotees, but nonetheless, the devotees, being very simple and faithful, were afraid of the fierce incarnation of the Lord. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj, in the in the following prayer, requests the Lord to give up his anger. Yes, there is no cause of fear for the devotee because he knows that my Lord is here to protect me, not to harm me. I've taken some notes, so we'll just go through them. Prabhupada is explaining here in the purport how the Lord is appearing for Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha Dushkritam. So let me just pull up the sloka from the Bhagavad Gita as it is. This is text number 7 of the fourth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. It says, Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanama dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. The translation goes, whenever and wherever, yada yada hi dharmasya, there is decline in religious practice. O descendant of Bharata, speaking to Arjuna, and a predominant rise of irreligion. At that time I dissent myself. So here the Lord is saying that why He's coming. He's coming millennium after millennium because there is discrepancy in following the religious principles. People nowadays we see they are not at all religious. They're religious just, I go to the temple once in a year on festival, on Ram Navami or on Janmashtami and pray to the Lord, my dear Lord, give me money, give me, followers, give me all the good things, and please take away my problems. We also see how Prabhupada many times commented that the many of the Christian people, they go to the church on Sundays, they confess their sins to the priest or father, whoever we call him, and then Monday onwards they're back on the wagon wheel, continuing to sin. So the Lord is coming millennium after millennium to take care of this problem of demoniac people. So yes, it's a very nice thing that the Lord is coming millennium after millennium for our benefit. He's not benefiting out of it. So there is another shloka which is, the very next shloka after that, 4.7, fourth chapter, 7th verse. We read, this is fourth chapter, 8th verse. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samstharpanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Translation goes, to deliver the pious and to annihilate the miscreants, as well as to re-establish the principles of religion. I myself appear millennium after millennium. So the Lord is coming millennium after millennium to do two things. One is to give his association to his devotees or to the good people, and to kill or destroy the demonic people like Hiranyakashipu. So these are the two functions of the Lord's appearance, to give association to his devotees and to destroy the demons. That's what he did here. He came for protection and giving association to Prahlada Maharaj, and his father, who was a demon, Hiranyakashipu, was killed by the Lord. And then we see, the Lord also appears in the form of the holy name in this Kali Yuga. It is said in the Kali Santaran Upanishad, Kali Kale Nama Rupe Krishna Avatar, that Lord Krishna has taken avatar, or descended in the form of the Harinam, holy name, his own holy name, and he himself are different. So, by taking shelter of this holy name, Krishna in the form of the holy name will kill all our demoniac tendencies within our heart, and he'll give us association so that we become purified to see him. So let's read a little bit ahead. This is text 14 now. Translation. My Lord Narasimhadev, please therefore cease your anger now that my father, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, has been killed. Since even saintly persons take pleasure in killing of a scorpion or a snake, all the worlds have achieved great satisfaction because of the death of this demon. Now they are confident of their happiness, and they will always remember your auspicious incarnation in order to be free from fear. Purport. The most important point in this verse is that although saintly persons never desire the killing of any living entity, they take pleasure in the killing of envious living entities like snakes and scorpions. Hiranyakashipu was killed because he was worse than a snake or a scorpion, and therefore everyone was happy. Now, there was no need for the Lord to be angry. The devotees can always remember the form of Lord Narasimhadev when they are in danger, and therefore the appearance of Narasimhadev was not at all inauspicious. The Lord's appearance is always worshipable and auspicious for all sane persons and devotees. Yes, it's very notable to see how it is mentioned in the purport by Srila Prabhupada that even though a saintly person does not take pleasure in killing anybody or even giving little bit harm to anybody, but when a snake is killed or a scorpion is killed, he is very happy because the snake and the scorpion, these are the two people who are in the, besides being in the mode of ignorance, they're also very, very envious. In the name of self-defense, they'll bite you when you're not even close to them. So by killing the snakes and the scorpions, the Lord Himself and the devotees of the Lord are giving this envious living entity another opportunity to take another birth in a better life and to, become Krishna conscious or become God conscious and go back to Godhead. So, they are not happy to kill, but they do it as a duty when the snake comes. They are not going around looking for snake. Oh, there's a snake, kill. Let's go looking for a snake. Snake, 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 snake. Oh, there's another snake. Let's kill the snake. No, it's not that. In their performance of duty, if snake or a scorpion comes around, then naturally they will kill it so that the service also can go on peacefully without worries. Because as soon as we may be sitting here and as soon as somebody tells me that there is a snake in this room, I wouldn't be peaceful. I would be very stressed. So then that's the point. It kills, the devotee kills the snake if he is in the vicinity, and by doing so he's giving peace to people around that area. And also when the snake dies through the hands of a devotee or the Lord, he attains a higher destination, he attains a better afterlife to start or to continue Krishna consciousness. So yeah, let's continue reading. We are now on the 15th shloka. Translation: My lord, you are never conquered by anyone. I am certainly not afraid of your ferocious mouth and tongue, your eyes bright like the sun, or your frowning eyebrows. I do not fear your sharp, pinching teeth, your garland of intestines, your mane soaked with blood, or your high, wedge-like ears. Nor do I fear your tumultuous roaring, which makes the elephants flee to distant places, or your nails, which are meant to kill your enemies. Technically, the Lord does not have any enemies, but those who are the enemies of his devotees are technically his enemies. For example, a father, he will be very angry at somebody who is troubling his son. Not that he's just angry at anybody, he doesn't have enemies. But if somebody is troubling his son, like in this context, Hiranyakashipu was troubling the Lord's most dear devotee, Prahlada Maharaj. So the Lord was angry and he appeared and he killed Hiranyakashipu. Purport. Translation is done. Purport. Commentary by Srila Prabhupada. Lord Narasimhadeva's fierce appearance was certainly most dangerous for non-devotees. But for Prahlad Maharaj, such a fearful appearance was not at all disturbing. The lion is very fearsome for other animals, but its cubs are not at all afraid of the lion. The water of the sea is certainly dreadful for all living entities on land, but within the sea, even a small fish is unafraid. Why? Because the small fish has taken shelter of the big ocean. It is said that although great elephants are taken away by flooding waters of the river, the small fish swims opposite to the current. Therefore, although Lord sometimes assumes a fierce appearance to kill the Dushkritis, the devotees worship him. Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare. The devotee always takes pleasure in worshipping the Lord and glorifying the Lord in any form, either pleasing or fierce. Yes, there's a very nice example Prabhupada gave here in this purport of how a lion, you know, everybody is afraid of the lion. But the cub of the lion, the child of the lion, he's not at all afraid because he knows, he's my own father. So the Lord may come as Narasimhadev, very fierce, very angry, but that's for the outsiders. For the devotee who is like the son of the child, son of the Lord, he's not at all afraid because he knows he's my own father. And the father is never going to, harm me. Similarly, Prabhupada has many times given this example of the cat. The cat, we see the cat, it enters the kitchen, it drinks milk, it eats whatever it wants to eat, and it also carries some food for their children. But when the child, but when the cat gives birth to a kitten, it always holds the kitten in the mouth to take them here and there because they don't have hands like us to, carry the child. Oh, my child. No, they don't do that. They hold the kitten in their teeth, and when they are eating, they also hold the mouse in their teeth. So both may seem the same that, the cat is holding the kitten and the mouse in the mouth. But the mouse is very afraid, knowing that it's time up. We are food for somebody else, or we are lunch for somebody else, or we're dinner. But the kitten is happy that, oh, my mother is taking such nice care of me. So that's what Prabhupada always gave example of how Lord or death is seen by a devotee. A devotee knows, the Lord cannot harm me. However fierce he looks, Narasimhadev, the whole description Prahlada Maharaj is giving and saying, I'm not afraid of your sharp teeth, nor am I afraid of your sharp nails, your mane, which is the beard of the lion, mane which is filled with blood of Hiranyakashipu. I'm not afraid of that. But if a normal non-devotee or somebody who does not know the Lord, if he sees this, he will be very fearful. He'll be like, oh, what kind of man or a lion or what is this? But the devotee knows, yes, this is my Lord Narasimhadev. He is here to protect me, and I should take his shelter by singing Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki Jai. Cool. Let's go and read the next verse. Text 16. Let's drink some water also. Text 16. Prahlad Maharaj is continuing to pray, by the way. O most powerful, insurmountable Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of demons as a result of my activities, and therefore I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When will that moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the ultimate goal of not of for liberation from conditioned life? Commentary by Srila Prabhupada. Being in the material world is certainly miserable, but certainly when one is put into the association of asuras or atheistic men, it is intolerably so. One may ask why the living entity is put into the material world. Indeed, sometimes foolish people deride the Lord for having put them there or having put them here. Actually, everyone is put into conditioned life according to his karma. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj, representing all other conditioned souls, admit that he was put into life among asuras because of his because of the result of his karma. The Lord is known as Kripanavatsar because he is extremely kind to the conditioned souls. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, therefore, the Lord appears whenever there are discrepancies in execution of religious principles. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata tadatmanam sujamyaham. The Lord is extremely anxious to deliver the conditioned souls, and therefore He instructs all of us to return back home, back to Godhead, सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य माम ekam sharanam vraja. Thus Prahlad Maharaj expected that the Lord, by his kindness, would call him again to the shelter of his lotus feet. In other words, everyone should be eager to return back home, back to Godhead, taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord, and thus being fully trained in Krishna consciousness. Yes, Prabhupada is, always informing us or, always letting us know why the Lord has taken birth, not birth, appearance. Has the Lord appeared? The Lord has appeared for two reasons. Paritranaya sadhanam vinashaya cha dushritam. Give association to the devotees, kill the demons. When does he come? Millennium after millennium. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. When our, you know, according to the translation of Yada Yada Dharmasya, whenever and wherever there is decline in religious principles, the Lord appears. The Lord appears to re-establish the religious principles. He is doing his duty, and we should be doing our duty by upholding those religious principles. So let's see, I have made some notes here. Prabhupada is also saying, or he's commenting, and Prahlad Maharaj is saying, or confirming directly that he has taken birth in the Asura family or Asura Kul because of his past activities. Because of his karma, he has taken birth in Asura family. Now, there are so many people who do not believe in karma. There are so many philosophies that don't believe in karma. There are so many so-called religions that do not believe in karma. But we should see how it is true, it is a fact that karma is real. That if we are going to sow a seed, naturally we are going to, bear the same fruit. If we are going to, plant mango seed, after a few years, 5, 10 years, we will be reaping mango fruit. We won't be getting apple fruit or guava or pineapple or whatever other fruit. So similarly, if we do good, we will get good results. Even in school, when the child is studying nicely, he is bound to pass. If the child is not studying, there's no guarantee that he will pass, or there's a guarantee that he will not pass. So that's karma. Karma is fact. As you sow, so shall you reap. What goes around comes around. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Even science says that, but when it comes to karma, they don't want to believe it. So Prahlad Maharaj has, been praying to the Lord in utter humility. Prahlad Maharaj is not a demon, but he is just saying, my dear Lord, I've been born in a demon family because of my past karma. He is speaking on all our behalf. Prabhupada is mentioning this in the purport that, Prahlad Maharaj is taking the humble position to show that we are fallen and how we can come up by taking shelter of the Lord. And the Lord always advises how to be happy in the material world and the afterlife. He's saying this in the Bhagavad Gita's last chapter, text number 66. 18th chapter, text number 66, where he's saying, and Prabhupada is also quoting this in the purport. Let me just pull it up for you. Here he's quoting, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. So this is from the Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, text 66. Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Moksha Ishyami Ma Suchaha. So the Lord is saying, abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. So he's saying abandon all types of religion. Religion doesn't mean that, oh, Christian religion, Muslim religion, Hindu religion, and we have to give all this up. No, in simple sense, you just give up all your misconceptions about religion. That's what the Lord means. And just surrender unto Him and do what He's saying in the Bhagavad Gita. He's saying, Satatam Kirtayanto Mam in the ninth chapter. Always chant my glories. In other place, he's saying, Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakto Madhya Jimam Namaskuru. Come to the temple, offer homage unto me, offer obeisances unto me, offer prayers to me. It's very simple. And by doing so, he will deliver us from all our sinful reactions. We have so many sinful reactions that we'll have to take so many births to, clean it up. And in each birth, we will, get much more karma because till we get the knowledge of karma, we'll continue sinning. The Lord here is saying, I will deliver you from all sins. He will clear away all our sins. And then he's saying, do not fear, don't worry, I am here. So when the Lord is saying, I am here, don't worry, there is no point that we should be worrying. We should just have full faith in the Lord and surrender unto Him. So, yes, I'll stop here for today. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe our channel for similar content, similar Katha. We also have Karma series parallelly going on. Very short 1 minute clips. You can, go and see the details of how karma is working. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada ki jai. Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki jai.